welcome to Banter Tavern. I am your host, as always, Tristen, and with me I have Luke and Caleb.
Cheers. That's the T-Dog.
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm really glad we got that name change. Otherwise, that would have been awkward.
Yeah. It's good to
This is a world exclusive.
Good to
You
get
two
that
have
paperwork.
traded
through.
names.
Yeah.
So, Caleb, how are you?
I'm gonna get so confused.
Feeling couldn't keep the bit up.
Feeling great. I was about to continue it. I'm feeling great, Luke. Fuck off.
Not to be the party pooper, but how about we actually explain who this mystery man is?
Oh, this is
Sure, actually.
This is our good friend Tristen. He's down visiting us this weekend. So we thought we'd have him on the podcast and talk about a few things.
Yeah. I'm down from Melbourne.
Yeah, I was gonna say
which is south of
where we are.
But that's okay.
I just want to say, doesn't matter.
Every time I talk to my parents
Yeah.
about Tristen or you guys, they're like, they're down, Luke. They're below us.
Everyone says the same thing to me.
No.
But it's different. It's because you're beneath everyone else.
That's good.
My point is that they didn't need to know.
Yeah,
You're from out of town.
I'm from out of town.
Yeah, from
I,
out of town.
I was formerly part of town, and then I left town, so now I'm out of town.
Who really knows what Melbourne is in though?
I forget about it constantly. If it wasn't for Tristan being there, I would not remember.
I keep thinking Melbourne's Canberra.
No.
You do have to get to Canberra, and you drive past it to go to Melbourne.
Yeah, the ACT.
Yeah, because it was the 10-hour drive that I took to get to Melbourne. We passed the turn-off to Canberra, and so you just end up going out west instead. Yeah, pretty much.
Gosh.
So I have a query or a fact or a
Which one is it?
I don't know. You be the judge. Do you
certainly will be.
know what the top rated game on Steam has been for the last 10 years?
10 years?
10 years?
For the last 10 years.
Ocarina of Time?
It is
On Steam.
Steam.
Sorry, my game.
On Steam.
My
yeah.
brain went to
the Nintendo Steam.
So I'm a massive fanboy. Nintendo Steam. My brain went to
we've already
Metacritic. That's my
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
It's not there. Sorry, Steam.
Steam.
Yes.
Steam.
I have a guess, but I'll let you go first.
Well, my brain goes to like Minecraft
was-
immediately. I'm not guessing Ocarina of Time.
Minecraft is also not on Steam.
It's also
Minecraft
not on
is on its own
It's
thing.
its own thing.
God damn it.
It's Mojang.
Yeah.
it's
Microsoft,
Mojang.
and owned by Microsoft.
Yes, that is correct.
Top game on Steam.
Top rated.
My next game
Not-
is
so
moving
not-
Fortnite.
So
on
not
Epic.
So not top souls. So not most souls.
Yeah,
but the
top-
like
top
highest
rated.
rated.
Highest rated on
See,
Steam.
my guess
No
is
clue.
CS:GO.
No.
Damn.
All right,
Yeah, I have no
I'll
idea.
give you
because I know people have been playing that game forever. Like we were in I say we because we're similar age.
Yes.
I was in high school, and people in my class in the back of the science class were on their laptops playing CS:GO in class. That's like
CS:GO came out on the original Xbox. Like it's
Yeah,
old.
wow.
It's super old. I had the copy of the original one. But no, it's gonna be something I haven't heard of. Or something that's
No.
gonna be-
It's something I imagine we've all played.
is it a Baldur's
At
Gate
least
3?
the first one.
This
is on
this
Baldur's
might
Gate.
narrow
first
this
one.
might narrow it down for you guys.
First.
I've played this game.
And I'll give you one more hint. It's a puzzle game.
Minesweeper.
No.
God damn it.
Also not on
puzzle
Steam.
a
You
puzzle,
probably
a
find a
puzzle game
variety.
that
That has played.
are you the barmaid? Are you the wench?
Bartender.
Barkeep.
We don't
Barkeep.
barkeep.
I haven't seen a
We
single
don't
episode.
call-
That's a lot.
We don't call her
Um,
the wench.
We only told you about this today.
By the way, here's
You were
a
like, hey,
mic.
sit here. Here's a microphone. Here's a camera.
We'll give you a beer
Yeah,
that you brought.
that I bought myself. I bought my own beers.
I'm drinking currently.
Yeah.
Barkeep has played it. We've all played it. It's the first one.
It's not the first one.
Okay, now you're lying.
But
No,
you said
there's
There's multiple.
You've
Is it-
definitely
it's
all
the-
played the first
We've
one.
definitely all played the first one, but it's the sequel that's the top rated.
is it Borderlands 2?
No.
Okay. Sequel.
I
we've all
wish.
played.
Borderlands 2. That bit's crazy. Puzzle game. Portal 2.
Yes!
Oh.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Portal
Well
2.
done. Well done. Well done.
Portal 2 is
I love that game.
has been the top rated game on Steam for 10 years. Recently,
10 years.
recently it was dethroned.
Wow. Sorry, Luke and I lived together for like 4 years. So if our
They shared-
mannerisms are similar, That's why.
Fuck's sake.
I'm gonna cheat now. But
Sorry, boy,
but
continue.
That's okay. That's okay.
do you want to take?
What
I
dethroned
guess
it?
what dethroned it. It is not another puzzle game, and I don't know if any
We'll
of
know it.
us. Oh, we know it.
Okay,
You definitely
okay.
know it.
Okay.
But I don't know if any of us have played it. We certainly don't talk
See,
about
my
it.
mind goes to, I think back a couple of years when it broke Steam sales records. I know you're not talking about sales, I know you're talking about like
Yeah,
reviews.
Yeah.
But I think Black Myth Wukong.
Right.
Yeah,
It's older than that. Remember, it
Older
has
than that.
It has to.
I don't know when Portal 2 came out.
Well, 10 years ago, kind of.
Oh, so it has to come out this year.
Yeah, so it's
okay.
no, not coming out this year. It's
I'm so confused.
been ranked for that long.
Caleb's explaining it poorly.
Okay, so
It's
sorry,
got to be
sorry.
a game that's been around long enough to have gained enough reviews that it is now higher rated than
Portal 2.
Portal
Same
2,
time Portal
which
2.
is such an old game that so many people have played and reviewed that game.
Thank you, Barkeep. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Is it Baldur's Gate 3?
That hasn't been out that long.
hasn't been out that long.
Okay.
Hasn't been out long enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a great game. Gosh.
Cool one. Thank you.
Actually, yes.
Nailed it.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you a hint. It's a cozy game.
Stardew Valley.
Yes.
What the fuck?
You are too good at this.
I don't know what's going on.
No, but yeah, and
Wow.
when I
Yeah,
heard
that makes sense.
it does make sense, but I was shocked. I was because in my
Yeah.
opinion, I don't think I know people rave about it, but I think Portal 2 is a better game than
Yeah.
Stardew Valley.
Is it? Sorry.
I've played Stardew Valley. I tried playing it, and it's fun. I just can't. It's just not the kind of game that I would get into and spend hours in.
I was gonna say, is it less that Portal is a better game, and more so Portal 2 is a game that you find more enjoyment out of?
No, I personally believe that
Okay.
the people
That's fine.
that it's a better design.
Okay. That's fine. That's
Not
that's,
that Stardew Valley is bad, but
No, it's very good.
Heard it here first. Caleb said Stardew Valley, worst things than sliced bread.
Internet douchebag. Caleb. has gone on record to say that Stardew Valley sucks.
I think Cosimo sucks. Sorry.
And that's
Sorry, I
what
should've
I'm gonna-
waited.
You'll never know my opinion.
What's your opinion?
Sliced bread's pretty good.
Good opinion. I think Stardew Valley has its merits. I am surprised that it has somehow beaten Portal 2, considering Portal 2's like game design, puzzles, and story.
You
as
know,
well as voice acting.
you know what I think it is? I think it's the replayability.
Yeah.
Right? So once you've beaten Portal 2, there's very little replayability. But I think people have gone back to Stardew Valley
Yeah.
time.
So instead
time
of growing
again.
wheat, you grow turnips.
Yeah.
I tried to play Stardew Valley once with someone I was dating at the time, and we played for like 3 months, and then she just went off ahead and did her own thing because I just wasn't on enough. And I'm like, I want to give it a decent crack because I can't refund it
Yeah.
because it's been too long. But I'm like, all these other games that I want to play, like my backlog is far. Like I still haven't touched Witcher 3.
Oh,
And I've had The
jeez.
Witcher 3
I'm
downloaded. I've had it
saying.
downloaded on my PlayStation. Back then, PlayStation 4. It's now on my PlayStation 5.
Yeah, it get
For-
upgraded every so often.
When was it? When did I buy it? It was Destiny 2 came
2012?
out. No, it was 2017 when Destiny 2 came out.
2 came out?
Yeah, because I got the PlayStation 4 Destiny 2 bundle.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
And that year, Witcher 3 was on sale for $10, like the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
thing, like
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
expansions, all
Definitive
everything.
edition.
Yeah. And so it's been sitting in my PlayStation library since 2017, almost 10 years. Haven't touched it once.
I've tried
Oh.
playing Witcher 3 again like dozens of times and I
It's such a time sink.
it is it's
It's massive.
And that's what stops me from getting into it.
That's
Because
fair.
I know I need to dedicate. But in saying that, I've played Cyberpunk twice, and it's no different. Cyberpunk is no different.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, you can sink a lot of time into that game.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel so. I got pretty far into Witcher 3, and again, it was still like, and I'm out of steam. I've run out of
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to focus on other things.
Mhm.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. Speaking of other things.
Mhm. Wow.
sideways.
It's like you do this for a living.
This is the quality of my segue.
I haven't watched the show, so this is great.
Clearly.
We're gonna
Again,
start
that's
giving,
not
we're
true.
gonna start giving Luke lessons.
You do a segue, you asshole.
Subscribe if you want Luke to get segue lessons.
Wow, great call to action.
I
That's
know.
good, that's good. I know that's a thing you do. You
That's
play
what
out
I always
call to
play call to action.
Yeah,
So you're learning, you're getting it.
yeah.
He does watch that.
Speaking of other things, we played Daggerheart finally for the first time.
Woo!
I finally
We
ran a
did,
one-shot of
we did.
Daggerheart with this group.
It was fun.
Yeah, what do you guys
It was
think?
a lot of- it was fun.
Very good.
I had a great
It
time.
was really refreshing to play a new system, and not a system like we talked on the show before about Pathfinder.
Yeah.
And when we were considering having a crack at that, it was just too similar. Like
There were too many similarities and too many differences. Of like, it feels the same, but there are too many things that are like complex and specific in Pathfinder.
it didn't feel worth the effort to change to that
Yeah.
new system.
A common way of thinking was the Barker kept saying to me, I could just make that in D&D. Like
true.
a cool idea,
true.
we could put it in D&D. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that is true. That is true. We could do that. Daggerheart feels out something, a different niche of game.
of fantasy role.
A fantasy roleplay, which is that it's a lot more storytelling based, and a lot more improv, which I don't think I actually got into in the one shot, but we can go into it.
I think it was explained to me quite well where if D&D is a bunch of fantasy writers making their own system, this Daggerheart is if a bunch of theatre nerds wrote their own fantasy system.
Yeah.
It's very
It's
very performative.
Yeah.
It's
You
very,
take the spotlight and perform an action on your turn, and you pass the spotlight around.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Very,
It was
very
very, very,
theatre-based.
very cool.
But in saying that, the mechanics of it, right? The system isn't weak, right? So there's not. We've played other roleplay games, Lasers and Feelings,
Yes.
which we also really enjoyed. But
I'd love to run that again.
it's very it has such a simplistic system.
Yeah, it was a for those who don't know, it was a 1D. I ran it, so I can explain it. It was a 1d6 system where you set a character, and if you're more like tech smart, you have to roll. You have like a lower number, whereas if you're more charismatic, you have a higher number. And when you roll to do things, you roll a d6, and if you roll, I think if it's charismatic, you have to roll under your number to do the thing successfully. Or if you're tech-based, which is a lower number, you have to roll above your number to do something successfully. And if you roll your number or lower, you fail. It's not like if you fail, you die, but it's more like...
More improvisation. But
you don't get it,
so,
but this.
So that was a very shallow system, for lack of a better term. But Daggerheart hits, even though it is that more like role play and theatrical type experience, the mechanics behind it still felt crisp and crunchy and felt good rolling dice and building characters. So
It's one of those things where when it first came out, people were like, "Is this the D&D killer?" First of all, no, but it's not a soft RPG style. It is very much you can play a full campaign in this thing, or you could run sessions in this.
which we're excited to do.
I was going to say, we briefly talked about running a campaign in Daggerheart.
Yes.
Like, we had so much fun with the system.
Very
I know,
exciting.
funny that three theatre nerds sitting on a couch had fun with a theatre nerd-based
Couldn't be
fantasy system.
I feel catered to.
I feel seen.
I feel seen. I want to say Matthew Mercer, thank you for seeing me. I feel so appreciated.
Wow,
This
you
is
saw
Matthew-
Matt Mercer?
Oh, I saw Travis Willingham, but
You
Close
did,
enough.
you did,
Close
yeah.
enough.
Close enough.
yeah.
They're similar in
Height.
height.
Masculinity.
in build.
No.
Style.
Style.
yes.
Awkward style.
Mhm.
What was I going to say about Daggerheart?
Sorry, I derailed.
No, it was all good. The thing I liked about it is how descriptive and cinematic the abilities all are, and like the features and the kind of things kind of the meat and potatoes of the game. Of like, here are your cards. It's all very hands-on. So you got your community, your background, you got your ancestry, which is your race for D&D or your species, your community, which is your background, and your class, and your class is a subclass immediately, and everything has a nice sort of very visceral description or a very in-depth description of like, it's not just, magic missile, send 3 magical darts at an enemy, but it's like target your enemy with a bolt of energy that does this and does that and makes them vulnerable. And it has a feeling of it's trying to engage the players in a more cinematic way of
I'd agree
playing,
with that.
which is very, very fun.
And I will also say, the 4 of you were all in the same room together, but I was online because I live in Melbourne. I had to call in.
Up in Melbourne.
I live up. bless up to Melbourne. I had to call in, which is what we normally do when we play D&D. Whether I'm running the game online through a virtual tabletop (VTT) or I call in for your game, for example. For Daggerheart, even though I was 10 hours north.
Yeah, you're right.
It's rubbing off. 10 hours south.
See, isn't it just much easier?
No.
I mean, he's not wrong. I did think north before I thought south. But even though I was 10 hours north, I still didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. And that's mostly because like you guys are really good at like playing to the camera to incorporate me, and you guys give me my space, which is very kind. But also like even outside of that, I didn't feel like I was missing out by being online.
Yeah. Just with Barkeep, you said something.
We might need to move Tristan's mic.
Why is that?
Because his shirt keeps coming over the top of it, and I don't have my monitoring headphones to tell whether or not it's making noise.
I'm sure it's alright, but good enough.
Good enough.
That'll do.
Sorry. No, it's all good. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine, but it's good to catch now.
Technical difficulties?
Yeah, we were able to incorporate you a lot. Well, we just cut the entirety of Daggerheart until this moment of technical difficulties. About 20 minutes of just a picture of you and me fighting.
I was more about him.
Oh, from that to there?
You can just leave it.
What a waste of a fucking... I put a 10-second interval of technical difficulties, but it only took 2 seconds.
I'll be less animated.
I want it to
I'll be
pop
less
up,
Italian.
but you don't actually clip anything. You still show it.
Just words up, technical difficulties.
We stop and then you clip to just me moving it, and then we come back to
I'm so glad they give me more work.
Well, I mean, you don't have enough.
Well, you're not doing anything.
Also, I assume, remember, I don't watch the show. So.
You're so right, yeah, you don't watch the show.
Haven't seen every episode so far.
No.
We haven't.
Which is your
That's
favorite?
true, I'm one off.
One off.
Which is your favorite?
Which is my favorite episode?
Yeah.
The one you're in, boy.
Thank you.
I was going to say the Hear Me Out. That's my favourite.
That's the one I haven't watched.
That's the funniest one.
I'm up to that.
You're 2 behind then. The last week one was
Well, if
in
it's not
between.
released, I haven't seen it.
No, they're both
No, one
released.
came out like last night.
Last night.
Centering
That's
back to
not-
Daggerheart.
Sorry, I was going to say, because you said you were able to incorporate very, very well. And I think as part of that is the way they designed the opening. They've written out a plan of how to run Session 0, which is really, really cool, because it incorporates player choices a lot more into the world and into their own characters and with each other, way more than like any other D&D or role-playing game I've seen.
It was
does.
Yeah.
And like it's almost to the point where they're like, it's not the rules, but we highly suggest you do this.
Yeah.
Very much encouraged. And so the idea of you get to ask everyone questions, and you all ask each other like 3 questions about your characters.
That was really fun.
It was really, really fun, and it made sure that you guys were all partly connected.
Yeah.
It was really great. And
Definitely,
then also,
I think it made us feel more connected to, even though we were doing it for one shot, it made me feel more connected to like even just the group. Like it's like like a lot of D&D is like the problem of how do you make the characters meet other than you meet in a tavern. You're all you know
part of the same job.
Like you're all in prison trying to escape.
You're all getting eaten by a kraken. See classic stuff.
God,
I feel called out.
You are.
Still one of my favourite entries into a campaign.
I also think the opening questions were such good icebreakers as well. Like the questions they give.
And we love icebreakers in our D&D games.
We do.
We love icebreakers. We did a whole half session of just icebreakers, much to the DM's chagrin. That's the word for the day. And you sat there as we sat around a tavern.
Sit for like an hour.
We sat for like an hour and a half, and we just played icebreaker games in character, and it was some of the most fun we'd had in that early section of the campaign.
And weirdly enough, it's happened twice.
Yeah.
In my campaigns with other groups.
2 nickels.
Yeah, 2 nickels. I have 2 nickels.
Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah. Good. You got the reference.
Perry the Platypus.
Just keep naming characters. Phineas.
Fervent Phineas.
I hate you. Backwards. But yeah, it's as I said, the questions incorporate everything. And then when we didn't have I made my own campaign frame technically for the one shot. So I was like, I'll just use my one, just a city. Normally the campaign frames give you questions to ask the players as well. Stuff like which one have I read recently? Five Bandits Burning, where it was like, what has another country done? What has another kingdom done to your nation that makes you distrust their people?
Ooh,
kind of thing.
That's cool.
And it implies like this has happened to your character. Figure out an answer, and it gives you an opinion of everything else in the world. What?
You're selling me on it more.
I'll sell you on Wild with a Wild. Just
Wild
give me a
Beyond the
second.
Witchlight.
Wild Beyond the Witchlight, Wild Mount.
Wild Wither.
Every time I go say With a Wild, I get 3 different campaigns in my head. Yeah, like it's a great way to, I think, incorporate players into your world as well as with each other, and very, very fun. One thing I didn't touch on in the one shot, which I kind of wish I did, is
Hear him out.
Okay.
is that a part
And
of
then we'll boom.
and then we'll boom, and then that Daggerheart encourages the DM to not come up with every answer for everything, but also ask players what they think it is. So like, you know, Caleb, we're starting off a campaign. You notice something weird about the trees. What is it that you notice? And you come up with the answer off by improvisation, or you turn the corner and see someone you really didn't want to see. Who is it? And giving the players more agency in the world to
build that world.
To build that world. So
I don't want to boom anymore.
you don't like so you don't like that idea?
No, I said I don't want to boom.
Yeah.
Because you didn't do it?
Because I think maybe I'm old school, but I prefer to have it where if I ask the DM a question, they don't turn around to me and go, I don't know. What do you say?
That's the thing. If you ask a question, the DM is encouraged to answer it. So it's not like, I don't know, figure it out.
It's more, I imagine in the scenario as it plays out, Luke might turn to you and be like, as you pull open the drawer, something... you see something that catches your eye. What is it that catches your eye?
I am a little bit familiar because I remember before I started my campaign, Tyranny of Dragons, I've reworked it, it's okay. I had a conversation with you about me doing that with our group. I did it once. Yeah. And then I just couldn't be bothered to do it again.
It's hard to remember in D&D.
It was also the fact that I was like, I can just describe it and everyone's just happy enough for me to describe what you see, hear, smell, whatever it is. It was like a DM tip that I saw online. I was like, I'll give it a try. Did it once, and I was like, not for me.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it comes down to the type of game. I do think D&D is the type of campaign that is more about the DM controlling the flow of the narrative. But I do think Daggerheart leans into it much more being a collaboration between players and DM.
I would agree.
And I do agree, I think it would be jarring at first. I think it comes down to like trusting DM and players, right?
Yeah.
I think an example like there's a very like easy case for either players to abuse the system.
You open the chest. What do you see? I see
Gold.
20,000 gold. Thanks, DM. Like,
cool.
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Thankfully, none
a
of us.
gem that grants my every.
And that's
a wish coin.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Like people online were like, I can't do this. They'll just break the meta of the game. But like, it's a trust thing of like, well, your players, if they're good players, won't do that.
And thankfully, we don't have anybody in our group that we play with that would intentionally do something like that.
I think...
Also, in the event of like, if someone would be like, well, my players would, what I would suggest as an idea is, okay, you find an item. You can pick one item from this list of weapons in the book from that tier. So like, let's say you're tier 2. So they level up in tiers instead of just levels. There's levels and tiers. Level 2 is tier 2. So say you're level 2, and I say, okay, you find an item, and you don't trust your player to come up with what do you find? You say, if you want a weapon, you can choose from this list of weapons, or you can choose an armor from this of tier 2, or you can take a consumable item, and we can roll.
That's really smart, actually.
And letting them have the idea rather than being like, whatever you want.
And then you end up with a wish coin.
You get a wish coin where you can just unwish everyone's wish.
Yeah.
My favourite idea.
I wish I wasn't playing this game. You can just leave. You can just leave.
And that is also, I think, because the other thing I was thinking about, if you do implement that, it also can be a challenge for the game masters, because then they have to do a lot more playing off what the player has done. Like in describing the tree, like what does the tree look like? If they do something that is maybe they describe something that's very symbolic to like their nation or like their background, and you weren't prepared for that.
Yeah.
It can be a challenge to be like, okay,
It
now
can be.
how
How
do
do
I
I
incorporate
incorporate
this?
that?
Yeah, I got to remember that
Um,
this is the national tree of this fucking country. And they're coming here.
Why
And
is
it's
it in this
it's got
country?
white orchids, but it's in the wrong country.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's the thing, and that can be a big challenge.
So giving them options, I think, is that answer.
Yeah.
Right. If you aren't prepared, or not comfortable with having that sort of improvisation,
I think also a good thing about having I didn't know that the campaign frame had questions within the campaign.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really cool because we didn't do one.
Yes.
But I like the idea of having character questions as well, because then you avoid the problem of having to chase people up for their backstories.
Yeah.
Because it's
make it
okay
on
if
spot.
you don't have a backstory, because you still have to come up with it. And you can like look at the questions beforehand and be like, I plan to ask Caleb this question, or I plan to ask Luke this question.
So no, it's all good.
But like you still have to they're still going to ask you questions because you don't quite know what everyone's playing until you get to the table and you all decide. Then you go, all right, these are my questions, and you're like, I wasn't ready for that. Like I think one of the questions for the one shot I asked our barkeep, what did we do that got us in trouble? We were the local guard of like the town that we were in, and I asked what's one of the things we did that got us in trouble with the local guard, and we decided the answer was that we just smoked weed and got caught.
Hell yeah.
Because we said that was something that we did together.
Yeah, that was something that we did together.
Yeah. I was
and
like,
then
what hobby do we share?
Yeah,
or
what hobby do
something?
we share? And then I asked you like, how did I get you in trouble? And we got caught.
Yeah.
And it's great
Yeah.
because initially you didn't come to the table being like, I'm a drug dealing, like,
No,
not drug dealing, but I'm a marijuana smoker who deals in marijuana.
Yeah.
essentially. And then
all I knew was I came to the table. I was like, I'm gonna play a rogue.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And that was it, like an elf rogue.
Yeah.
And then you're like, cool, I'm half elf, half ribbit, which is the frog race of Daggerheart.
Yeah, because I asked you because you asked me a question. What's something that we share that no one
Yeah.
else knows? And I decided that because my rogue was based off of a half elf character that I played in one of our D&D games.
Yeah.
That I played for 5 years and was like, I can't get enough of this guy.
Yeah.
We keep hearing about him.
Okay.
I've known him for so fucking long.
It's true. You've both seen two versions.
Two
of him.
iterations of him. It's great.
Now a third.
Yeah.
I was like, I still want to keep that half elf roots, but it doesn't matter what half he is. I just want him to be half elf.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until you asked me like, what is it that, because you were playing a frog character.
Yeah. What thing have you confided in me that would make me leap into danger for you?
Yeah, and I was like, well, I'm half elf. I guess I'm half frog.
Half ribbit as well,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
And it was
You
your
got
web
some
toe.
slime.
It was my web feet. Yeah.
Your web toe.
And so he came to with a rogue who was an elf and left with a marijuana smoking, dealing, half elf, half frog, who, like, I don't know, used to be part of a gang.
Yeah,
and that was always kind of part of it. But yeah, it was the questions build a character
Yeah.
and gives you the base, because you can go, nowadays you go away after a session zero and come back soon later.
Because you were saying it encourages quite heavily to have a session 0.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that way it encourages you, it gives you the building blocks of a character before you, if you're struggling to write a backstory, you go, well, I've got all these answers and I've answered all these questions, so I kind of have an idea of what my character is now.
And it also kind of stops the problem which I've done to both of you, where I bring you a 7-page character backstory.
Still not even the worst backstory I've been given.
No, but I've done it to you 3 times now.
You have.
I've handed you an 8-page character backstory,
Yeah,
and
but-
at this point, I'm like, I'm just writing this for me.
Yeah.
You incorporate as little or as much as you want, big fella.
Yeah.
Like,
I incorporate your name. That's it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Sometimes a family
You
member.
exist.
Yeah, I exist.
You're
Like-
welcome.
And yeah, it's not at least your backstory is formatted. I'm not
I-
going to call out a specific person.
I
but
try
I'm calling
my
out a
best.
specific person.
I try my best.
Luckily, it's not in this group. Though. It's another group.
I'm gonna say you usually get like slightly formatted dot points from me.
And
so.
that's great.
Whereas,
I love that.
I have seen Luke receive movie scripts.
Yep.
With dialogue and music to go with the backstory.
That's insane.
Links.
To be played. Look, I appreciate the creative.
I appreciate the effort.
Yes.
I just simply
yes.
wish it was better aimed.
Well,
and more formatted.
we're getting there.
We're getting
I
there.
think
We're convincing them.
On this topic, because we brought it up, I
Yeah.
think at that point, it definitely... a conversation needs to be had
I've had that.
with that person.
Yes.
Um,
At this point,
And it's not necessarily a bad thing,
No,
right?
no,
like,
no, no,
like
no, no, no.
if you love your character that much, and
Yeah,
put
of
your backstory-
course.
but I think that there should probably, in my case, I imagine that person possibly maybe just give a synopsis, like this is the key things you definitely need to know.
Exactly.
If you get time, here's
Here's
my
Here's some extra
biography.
reading.
Here's my novellum. My manifesto.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, is when this got really the very first one, I'm just going to explain this kind of story. They were like, I'm sorry it's so long, haha, you have to read it all. And Giggle went, ha ha ha, he's got to read it all. To which I simply responded with, no I don't. I'm not going to.
It's true.
What do you mean? I'm not reading it all.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
true.
have to. No, I don't. And then they did it again, and I said, I'm not reading it all. You have to understand this. And so at this point, if
Can I
I
ask, like, how many pages was it?
7 to 8 unformatted, mostly paragraphs, just blocks of like
Conversation.
and like nearly chapters.
Yeah.
Like it was hard to read. It was painful on my eyes. And it just was way too. I just skimmed through and be like, wait, what are the key moments? Okay, there, and there.
I imagine Luke sitting at his desk with a highlighter, just name.
With a highlighter and a big bottle of whiskey.
And then,
Just pops the cork, shoves down a shot from the bottle, and then starts underlining things.
and then black lines of text to get rid of. I don't need that. I don't need that.
Like a CIA document.
Redacted. At this point, what it's
But I
going to
will
be,
say I have also done this. I am guilty of doing this to a degree. So we say these things out of jest and out of love in case in case the people who are watching this, we're not attacking you. It's
yeah,
okay.
I love the players. They're great. I will say, if this happens a third time, I'm just going to send it back and be like, do it again. This is not good enough. This is draft 1.
Very
I
true.
expect draft 5 on my desk by
You're
a
like,
week.
yeah, follow the rubric.
Yeah, you've got a whole lot of things to hit, okay? I need to see dot points, character names, a little bit of bios, and like a bit of backstory. I don't want paragraphs.
To wrap up our Daggerheart, I nearly said D&D.
I mean, at this point, we're
Thank
talking
God-
about D&D.
Thank God you didn't say D&D.
I know.
That would have been really embarrassing.
So to wrap up our
Daggerheart. Daggerheart.
Yeah.
We've all read through some of like the class subscriptions. Whatever. I want to go around and just talk about what are our favorites. Like what
Our basic classes of
basic classes. What do you?
Should we start with the one who?
I've read most of them.
Yeah, I was going to say the one who
yeah.
ran the game.
Yeah.
Since you didn't get to play any of them.
That's so true. I'm in between a couple, so I'll narrow it down to like 2 or 3. But there is first of all the Seraph, which is a combo of like, of course, Cleric and Paladin, very very cool. Angelic Warrior, super fun, super cool. Strength based spellcasting, which is super cool. It's so good. The Rogue is also really cool, especially like the for goodness sake, like the Mastermind and all the story abilities they get is sick. And then I think finally it's the Guardian and like the tough sort of tank build that you can a Stalwart Guardian can block 2 sets of damage instead of just 1. And they can, much like other classes, block other people's damage for them with a certain ability and a domain. And it's in Age of Umbra, Marusha plays a Guardian, and it's honestly the coolest I think she's played so far.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Wow, cooler than Bo.
I honestly, because this guy, the way she plays it, it's like almost a paladin of the flame, but not wholly, just a guardian.
Yeah,
And
that's
she's
cool,
all about
actually.
the order, and she's all about defending people and blocking damage and being like, I can be your shield, get the fuck out of my way, but stay close.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. So I think those 3.
Her character is very
Yeah, her character is very, very good as well. I'll say Seraph. I'm a cleric boy at heart. I love my clerics.
Yes, I know. You keep playing them.
They're so
They
good!
are really good.
I love clerics!
Do you mind if I go next? Because mine's going to be very quickly. As a paladin boy, as a fellow paladin boy, Seraph jumps out at me immediately. As someone who loves playing edgy rogues, Rogue jumps out at me. The only difference we have is that I don't know what it's called, but it's like the fighter.
It's the warrior, I think it's called.
Yeah, which is like a fighter, like in terms of D&D, it's like a fighter barbarian hybrid. I looked at that and I thought that could be a really cool character because as much as I love tanking, I love damaging.
Big damage.
Like it looks really cool to like set up different like things on the battlefield to force enemies to funnel towards you to just get hit by sword axe.
Yeah.
But those are my top 3 picks.
Mine is I'm a sorcerer. I'm a spellcaster.
Yeah,
at heart, I love wizards.
Yeah.
Wizards are cool.
I love casting like big spells and magic and stuff. So wizard and sorcerer are like really like up there for me. I really enjoy playing the druid. I think what they've done with the druid is really
Docile.
Domesticated. We just played D&D and he paused for about a minute before he thought of the word and exploded with it.
beautiful.
Thank you.
What do you think about the class?
No, I think it's different enough from what I expect when I play D&D, but it still has enough of that familiarity that I enjoy playing it, and I know what I'm getting myself into. But what I really like most is the divergence in in subclasses from the druid, right? Because like when you think druid in D&D, really what my mind goes to is like the animal transformation.
Yeah.
Right?
If you're not a moon druid, you're not a druid.
Yeah. But with the subclass or the class itself in Daggerheart, even though there's you can shapeshift into animals, it's such a small part about what the druid actually gets to do.
Yeah.
That
so many functions.
Yeah, you played a frog druid. And you wild shaped like 7 times, and I was like, huh?
It's got 3 hope.
It just costs hope.
Really?
As long as I have hope, I can do it.
3 hope.
Wow.
Oh well, and that's without taking stress. I can just do it whenever, as long as I take.
Stress.
I use 1 hope and then just 1 stress.
Yeah.
Have you talked about Daggerheart on this before?
No.
We vaguely mentioned
we won't.
top of this stuff. We were going to talk about it. Why? You mean like mechanics? And
Yeah, I was
stuff?
gonna say 2d12 system. One's a fear dice, one's a hope dice. You have health damage and you have stress damage, and they're like 2 separate health bars that kind of work together.
Yeah.
To damage your character.
Yeah.
You're all caught up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's fine.
That's what it was.
But yeah, and so that divergent paths of like druid is like one is like your elemental kind of caster type where it's more damaging. But the other one's like a dedicated like healer.
Yeah.
Like base.
Support.
And when I was reading like through it, I think correct me if I'm wrong, but the druid I think is the only one that's like actually has proper like gets like heals you of HP.
Seraph has one ability attached to it, in which it's similar to your wild shape for 3 hope. You can spend 3 hope to immediately once per day clear someone of HP. No.
Once per rest, I think.
Once per rest, probably.
All the
Sorry,
HP?
I'm
One point.
One.
So it's not very, very high, but then they also have abilities in Splendor that also do HP healing.
So
which is their domain.
So the druids is I get to spend 3 hope and I roll 1d4.
Yeah.
And I just healed that much.
So you have a very
that's
strong.
cool.
I
healing.
have a very
That's
strong
very,
heal.
very cool.
I think Seraph has some more stress healing.
Yeah, there's
as well.
there's
I
a
don't know if
more
you
there's a
can
more
do that,
healing like help you heal across rest
across
space.
the board. Yeah,
Yeah.
whereas
Whereas,
rest, and
yeah.
you're more
You're more like a
emergency
med kit in the
Yeah,
battlefield.
yeah.
Did you have anything else?
Oh, the last one I was going to say, I do love a tank. I do love the Guardian.
Yeah.
I think the Guardian's a really great
So
class.
cool.
If there's healing in Splendor, that would mean the wizard heals as well.
The wizard can heal. Yes, I realized I
Wow.
gave the wizard. Barkeep was our wizard, and I gave her the wrong cards. She got enchantment cards, which is bad. My bad.
Oh.
But she didn't. To be fair, she picked 2 grimoires, which meant she had 6 fucking spells. That's also really cool because grimoires have 3 spells each. They increase in power.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
wizard can get a lot more spells like that, and she took 2, which is why she had a bunch of spells.
Yeah, wow.
Also, honorary mention. Kay played a ranger. Daggerheart has fixed rangers. Daggerheart has broken the curse. Rangers are good.
Because traditionally in D&D, if you're not playing similar to the druid, where if you're not like druids, if you're not based around your wild shape, you're really just a spellcaster.
Yep.
Ranger, if you're not a beastmaster, you're just a fighter with extra steps.
Yeah.
And even then, if you're playing Beastmaster, what are you doing? Just play a
Yeah, it
fighter.
was a shame because that's the whole reason you play a ranger.
Exactly. And with this one, Ranger just kills people. Ranger just kills.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
Ranger just
Damage.
has a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah. I had sneak attack and I was getting out damaged.
Yeah, Kay was doing 2d8s and being like, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. Now, to be fair, I did forget a mechanic in which if you mark all your stress, you become vulnerable, and vulnerable means I get advantage on attacking you.
I think we have a...
We-
Did we ever go to No,
Never marked to full stress?
Never
No, I
got to
don't
full
think
Well,
stress.
never mind. Range is just
I-
fucking broken.
Yeah,
I
so
know
never-
I didn't.
Yeah.
You got close.
I
Yeah.
never did.
The closest I got, I think, was
Good.
4.
Okay, so then I never even made the misplay. But yeah, so Ranger, they broke the curse. Ranger is good. Watsy, what are you doing? Ranger could be good.
Yeah,
you don't
Watsy.
have to just
No, but
because
the Ranger has to be bad to sell books.
Yeah, to
You
make
don't
D&D
understand. You
better.
don't understand.
As soon as they make the Ranger good,
No one's gonna buy it.
No one's
No
gonna
one's
buy
Yeah,
gonna
but
it.
what about Pathfinder?
If they
Do
make
they
the
have
ranger,
Ranger?
if they make the ranger
Yeah.
good, they've got to make something else bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're so
actually,
right.
what's on the chopping block if they make the Ranger good? Just off the cuff, what do you think of right now?
Sorcerer.
What do you think of right now?
Ranger.
Doesn't matter what I think, that was way better.
Guys, we've
So
made a mistake.
if we make the Ranger good, we have to make something bad. What are we going to make back? The Ranger.
Nerf
Change
that
nothing.
shit.
See, my immediate thought was Barbarian.
Yeah.
I was like, if you make a bad class good, you have to make a good class
Bad, yeah. I just like the idea of
You
it.
say that, but I think
Barbarians are good.
yes.
Sorry,
I know.
sorry.
I know.
I jumped the gun. My apologies.
Don't jump at me.
Don't jump his naked gun. It's a movie coming out soon. It's a reference.
Reloaded.
How would you make the barbarian bad? Like
Remove damage
I
resistance.
think
Make its damage resistant so it only affects non-magical damage.
Remove their rage.
You fundamentally remove the
You
class.
are- he asked the
yeah,
question.
that's
He
what I
asked
mean.
the
But that's what I'm
question.
saying.
How
Like
do
you
how do-
fundamentally have to just not make it a barbarian.
How do you maintain the identity of the barbarian whilst making it bad? So you have to keep rage. Because that's maintained. You have to keep con and strength.
I
And
think
dex.
you remove the beast subclass.
The beast
right?
totem subclass.
Like the other ones are good, but like you just like
no,
completely remove.
I
that
think
one.
they're
Like get rid of extra attack, get rid of like the unarmored defense.
I think that's what it, unarmored
remove
defense.
Yeah.
If you get rid of unarmored defense, I think it would suck. I think
Yeah,
you still have a barbarian, but you wouldn't have a.
Wouldn't be very
You
fun.
could also just get rid of their extra attack as well.
Yeah,
Because there is a lot of classes in D&D that don't have an extra attack.
Yeah, you got
Like a vast majority of them, right?
Yeah.
It's
I don't-
barbarian, fighter, monk, paladin. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't
4
know
out of
if
13.
that
Technically,
would. I think it would make it a lot worse. I don't know if it would
Technically.
ruin
Eldritch
it.
Blast.
I don't think it would make it
Eldritch
bad.
Blast, yeah.
Doing 1d12 versus 2d10.
Yeah, but the barbarians also still get their rage bonus. Like I still think they do enough
Yeah.
damage. Like it wouldn't be like good, but I
No,
don't think
yeah.
it would be ranger bad.
I think if they removed the extra attack, it would be enough to make me reconsider playing a barbarian.
I'd say
Yeah,
what it would be. You keep the unarmored defense stuff and the unarmored speed, but you don't. You know how their unarmored stuff kind of upgrades as you go, and
Because
their
you get your
rage
stats.
upgrades because they get better stats.
Well,
and
you
they have
just
the
want a
speed.
static.
Basically, you
Static
ruin it by
plus
making it
3.
static.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
you get a static plus 2 on rage damage.
and
And
it
static.
occasionally
Something might happen.
gets a bonus.
You remove those upgrades, the barbarian just feels worse.
This is a Daggerheart
There you go,
conversation.
Watsy.
This
There
is
you
a
go,
Daggerheart
Watsy.
conversation, by the way.
Ruin the barbarian.
Ruin the barbarian, make it good.
Daggerheart was fun.
Matthew
That's what the
Mercer,
fans want.
thank you. I know you. I do. Every time something goes wrong in Daggerheart, I just want us to be like, thanks, Matt. Like, like thanks, Obama.
Thank you, Mr. Mercer.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah,
Mercer.
Thank you, Mr. Mercer.
Just to start that kind of thing, because I like the idea. Even though they, I think Matt Mercer wrote Age of Umbra, and I don't think he did much else in Daggerheart other than a few ideas.
Mhm.
But I just
What,
like
Matt?
Yeah, Matt Mercer. He had a few stuff in Daggerheart, but in terms of campaign frames, the only one he's credited
So
for is
informal.
Age of Umbra, and then you know him personally.
yeah, so informal, just calling him Matt.
What, Matt? My good mate Matt.
Mr. Mercer.
We're getting all what was
Parasocial.
Parasocial
We're getting
again.
parasocial. My good friend Mr. Matt. He comes to all my birthday
Yeah, he
parties.
goes to your birthday parties?
Yeah.
Just like Mario.
He's only coming to my funeral.
That implies... Never mind, I'm not going to go there.
Dan plays what?
You
Well,
invited people to the funeral.
he's like 20 years older than you, so if you...
I'm going to die before Matt.
I was going to say you have to die young if you want him there.
Also, you invited people to your funeral and not us.
No, well, he could only afford Matt Mercer.
He couldn't afford us.
The rest of us have to
He's
wait.
speaking.
Absolutely.
He's speaking.
He gives the eulogy.
He gives the eulogy.
And he's the only one there.
Man, if you listen to this,
Oh,
I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't say no.
How old is Matt Mercer? He's
Wow.
43.
Yeah.
Don't call a man out like that.
He looks good for his age.
He
He
looks
does
really
look
good
great
for
for
his
his age.
That's
Sorry,
all,
I
he's
needed
20
to
years-
Google how old he was because Tristan said the words 20 years older than you.
Oh yeah, he's
That's not even.
That's
10.
close.
Not even 10.
No, it's more than... You're not
I was going to say
33.
not even 15.
Not even 15.
But it is. It's a little.
Well, you're 20.
close.
You're sorry, can I say that you're 28
Yeah, we've
years old?
talked about our age.
Yeah, because you're
At
wrong.
some
But
point.
yeah, sure.
He's 29. We're the same age.
He's not 29 yet.
Oh.
He hasn't his birthday yet. It's next month.
Yeah,
This month.
you
Yeah,
even
yeah.
know me.
It's this
I-
month.
It's this month.
It's this
Sorry.
month.
Yeah.
Idiot. And I do know that because
Yeah.
Kate told me. I just forgot.
Yeah, so I was like, we're only a month apart. We're
Yeah,
a year and a
yeah,
month apart.
yeah.
He's 29 in a month. What's the difference? The point is, we're both old. And...
Not you, Matt.
Not you, Matt. You're handsome and young. And he's not even... How much older is that? Like, what? 12 years older than us? 29? 14? Yeah, you're right, 14.
So 20 wasn't a bad guess. Because I knew he was in his 40s and we're in our 20s. So I was like, yeah, 20 years.
Oh, sorry. No, my reaction to 20 was from him when he was like, yeah, nearly 20 years old. Or 10 years. Actually, when he said 10, sorry. Which would have implied he's 33.
This man doesn't look 10 to you?
He acts 10. But he looks 30.
He does act his shoe size.
It's-
In a friend. Whoa!
I might need to break that.
You probably
You probably will.
Probably will.
Probably
Probably will.
They're never going to know.
Just
But how?
do technical
How?
And that was Daggerheart.
Welcome back.
That was Daggerheart. We
Thanks,
talked about
Matt.
Daggerheart.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Matthew Mercer.
Thank you, Mr. Mercer. Thank you, Marusha.
True.
How's Marisha? Just a question.
You can't,
You can't ask a woman her age.
I'm asking
Never
another
ask-
woman about a different woman's
Never
age.
ask how much Matt Mercer
No,
supplied to Daggerheart. Never ask how old a woman is.
It's true. But shout out to all the wives.
All the while.
Shout out to all the wives.
Keep wiving.
Don't get enough recognition. I think you should.
36. She's
I was gonna say because she's
7
also
years older than us.
because she also looks good for her age.
She does look good for her age. So
She did the boxing.
She did do the YouTube boxing.
the YouTube
thing.
boxing thing, yeah.
I think she lost.
And
I just want to say.
Whoa.
I just want to say.
Yeah, no, she did.
But she did do the boxing.
she did.
She's done. She's
Good on
done.
her.
She's done 500% more boxing than I've done.
And me. Yeah.
I
What
think
about
she
you?
still does. No, I don't box. I don't want to hurt anyone.
You're a tender soul.
I'm a
You
lover.
bruised.
That is true. You are a
I
lover.
am.
You are a lover.
Tenderfoot.
Tenderfoot.
Luke
like
would
me.
know.
Right, we can't.
I leave for 6 months, and you two have already
Things
moved
have
on.
changed.
Clearly.
You weren't there. He looks at me during.
You paid me not to.
It's because you're ugly. I don't know.
No, that's true.
Oh
That's true.
wow.
We're gonna think of the natural evolution of this joke, and I don't
Yeah.
know where the train stops. I don't know where this
There,
joke
there,
The-
Luke.
The train stops
That's
at the
a-
hole between your bedrooms in your apartment.
Yeah,
Don't bring up that hole.
Your glory hole.
We didn't have a.
First of all, that hole was far too small
I thought it was
for
quite
either
big,
for
honestly.
either of us.
I thought it was quite big, honestly.
Like a pinhole.
From what I've seen, it was about right. Just saying.
How long have we been recording?
Too long. Too long.
Are we long enough?
Like you can talk a little bit longer. Or
Okay,
You can
do we
wrap it
have
up
to?
here.
We'll keep going.
I mean, you can call the end for part one here if you want.
I don't know.
Tavern's closing for recess. We have to come back in 15 minutes to let the lawyers and the judge, cross-reference the information that was given.
Yeah.
We'll be back in 15 minutes, so get up, stretch your legs, get some water. We won't. We drink alcohol because we're cool.
Have you ever been in court?